Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell. Hello, millionaires. All right. We're going to start this one off. Part 2 of my designer satin polyester blanket quilt. I am trying to figure out, I need 4 17-inch blocks to go in between the checker pattern that I showed you, and if I put it on the screen, to go in between the checker pattern, I need 4 17-inch squares. This is all I have left in blue. As you know, piece right here, and some little, few small pieces, very small pieces. So I have 2 yards of burgundy. So I'm still good on burgundy. I have plenty of blue scraps down here I just found. Okay, right? Okay. So let's see. We're going to be able to work something out. A 17-inch block 4 with the blue and the burgundy. Look, I'm coming up with all kind of blue, y'all. I guess I didn't check my scrap bucket over here. Okay, so we know I got plenty of burgundy. Let me get all the blue out of here before I put my foot in my mouth. Okay. Now, so all these are telling me I'm going to have to cut some stuff this size. I got too many this size, so this is the size I'm going to be working with on the 4 blocks. Now, how am I going to arrange these? I don't know. But it will be blue and it will be burgundy. And it will be 17 inches. And it will have... I'm trying to keep from touching color to color on the blocks, on the disappearing block, and I think that's going to be hard. My mind is going 5 miles an hour while I'm sitting here, so I'm going to sit here and I'm going to put my mind to work and see what kind of blocks I want to make with the rest of the blue and the burgundy that I have. So once I put something together, I'll be back to show you. Right, millionaires, decision has been made. So I'm going to start the square with whatever size this is, which is about 8.5 this way, and I'm going to do 8.5 by 8.5, and I only need 2 blue ones. I need 2 burgundy, 8.5 by 8.5. So I will start the square with the full square, and I'm gonna keep framing it with the other color. I don't know if I want to do, yeah, I'm gonna do, so I'll frame it with burgundy. So I'll do a burgundy strip, burgundy strip, burgundy strip, burgundy strip, make it a frame, and then I go on top of that frame with blue, and I frame it with the blue around until I get to 17 inches. And so the other 2 will start with the burgundy square in the middle. I frame it with blue, then frame that with burgundy, then frame it with blue until I get to 17 inches or 17.5. I just want to make sure it's enough. And so I'll be back to let you know what size strips I'm going to do in between each on the framing. Now that I haven't decided because I have so many of these strips. This is what I'll be using. So, you know, I'll let you know. Let me see what this looks like. Just looking at them, all of them ain't the same. So, see, that's almost 4 inches. So we'll probably do a 3-inch. Yeah, we'll probably do a 3-inch strip border around each square, and then we'll go from there. 3-inch blue, 3-inch burgundy, 3-inch blue. You know what I'm talking about. So I'll be back. Let me get some of this stuff together, get some stuff cut up, and I'll be back. All right, we're ready to start with the burgundy. I have 1 super long 3-inch strip cut for right now, just to, you know, start on the first square. And I have 3-inch, all kinds of sizes, 3-inch squares. So I was going to do a strip here then a strip there, then a strip there, then a strip there. But I said that may mess with my lengths too much. So I'm just going to do it the normal way. I'm going to sew here, across the top, across the bottom, and then the side and the side. So you only have two. You have to make sure is long enough to overlap. Okay, so let's get started. Let's put the first one on now. I didn't measure anything, so just let me find the shortest one, and I will cut the excess off. So we're going here, and we're just going to sew it on and cut what we don't need. Cut that off. We can use it somewhere else in the blanket, I'm sure. And we're going to sew that down. And you're going to do one across the top. Make sure I want the shortest ones first. Let's see. They the same size. Okay. And this one will go across the top. And we're going to sew, cut off the excess. Okay? I'll be right back. All right, we got those on. Now we're going to do here and here. So now you see how you have to have a longer strip to cover both sides. And I have this one cut long. So I believe I should be able to do the top and the bottom. Here, let's get it measured up. And then I'm going to cut it and see. All right, across. Let's get that cut. See if we got enough. I do not cut straight. Oh, my God. I don't cut straight. I don't sew straight. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now, there we go. Now, the next strip, the burgundy strip, may have to be a big strip because I don't have many long pieces of the blue. I could put pieces together to make a long strip. We'll see. I don't really like doing them together because you have a seam, but you have to do what you got to do, right? Let's get that cut off. Terrible cutting. And I'm keeping those little pieces. All right, I'm going to sew this on and we will have our first frame. I'll be back. Okie dokie. So, I'm thinking the next strip to complete this square, all I need is a 5-inch, at least a 5-inch strip going around. And I will have a 17-inch block. Y'all, excuse grandson in the background. He playing Roblox or whatever. Just as crazy. But anyway, he okay. So 5 inches around. Now, I know I would be able to get away with that with this square. But when I get to the blue square, I'm hoping I have enough blue to do the opposite for 2 squares. That's what I'm hoping for. But we'll see. We'll see. I may have to piece some stuff together for the blue. I sure hate it. Because the seams with this material is so pronounced. It ain't no hiding. You can't hide no seams with this material. It just ain't going to happen. Well, all right. I'm going to do my 5-inch strips. And I shall return. Millionaire. So after actually measuring, all I need is the 3-inch strip all the way around. And it'll be almost 18-inch square. So we'll see. Yeah. Okay, good. All right. I'll be back. Y'all, I promise y'all he all right, okay? All right. There we are. I'm liking this. I am liking this. So now it's the burgundy strip here. Burgundy strip here, and this square will be completed. Millionaires, I think I like this, and if it's gonna look like I'm thinking it's gonna look, a whole blanket with these kind of squares will be really, really cute. I think we may have to do that next time, but let's finish before I get to talking. I might not like it. We'll see. Let me get the other 2 strips on, and let's see how this square turns out. So I digress once again. I ended up with a 16 instead of a 17, just a little over 16. I'm probably going to, I don't know. I'm not taking it off. I'm not putting a blue strip because I don't have enough blue really to mess with it when I have so many squares to go. So I'm going to try to work it in and just trim. I'm going to trim as I sew. So I'm going to sew everything, connect everything, and I'm going to have to do a lot of trimming. I'm going to have to do a lot of trimming, but like, look, see, things like that. This will be connected to one of these units, and you can see, so it's just going to be trimming. I'm going to need to do trimming. So that's one. Now we're going to start with our blue one. I'm going to show you how that one is going to end up. Where is that square? Here it is. So we'll start with the blue, then we'll go burgundy, blue, on and on. All right, I'll be right back. Let's get this one started. All right, there's our first frame, and now I'm finna go in with the blue. I might try to sneak and do 4 inches. I'm gonna see. I'll be back. All right, I'm done with 2 full squares, and I'll show you in a minute. But what I did to make sure I'm gonna have enough blue to do 2 more squares, and I'm going to have to put pieces together, so there's more seams. So I made sure I had enough. So this is on top of here, so I know it's enough. Put that together. I know this is going to go on a side seam. This is going to be a side seam. This is going to be an upper seam that I have to put together. And I have the middle. So I know I complete this square. This square, side seams, I'm going to have to put together. Side seams, I'm going to have to put them together. Bottom seams, good. And that's all the blue I needed for this second square. So I know I can complete my second square. And it's going to leave me, but yeah, look at the squares. There are your squares. Yeah, we got trimming to do. But I think a blanket like this going from one set of the pattern to the next would be cute, a whole blanket like this. I wish I had thought of that. I like it. But anyway, making 2 more. But of course, I don't like the seams, but we're going to see how they look with all the extra seams in it. I hate that, but I got to do what I got to do. And I'm going to end up with 1 full 10-inch square left and a few little bitty scraps. They ain't even 3 inches wide, so I really don't know if I'm going to be able to fool with them. But I'm going to do something with this square. So I have a 10-inch blue square and a 10-inch burgundy square. So something's going to happen. I might make a, square with it. I don't know. We'll see. A half square is what I was trying to say. But let me start on the other 2, get those done, and I'll come back and show you how it looks with the other 2. You see how beautiful these are with less seams, not a lot of seams. So we'll see what it look like when I have to put all this together and make a lot of seams. I'll be back. Now, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at squares and triangles. We're going to have rectangles. We're going to have all of the shapes except for circles. All right, so my fill-in blocks, my 4 fill-in blocks was a tad small. So I'm going to sew these in a row going down. All them going down. And then I'm going to put them together. And I will trim whatever left over on the outside. I'm not worried about my lines lining up because I have so many shapes. It's so many lines, so many shapes. Those intersections do not have to be perfectly on time. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm finna sew boom down the middle, boom that line, then we can connect them, boom, boom, boom. All right, so let's see. Anything else before I get off of here? So now I pretty much have used all of the blue except for the 1 square I have left, which I said I'm going to use with a, 1 full 10 by 10, which I'm going to take. I'm do a full 10 by 10 of the burgundy. Then I do a half square, which will give me 4 squares, at least this size right here. So it would be in junction with my end pieces some kind of way, but it just be some extra blue and burgundy to go in the blanket. Then I'm going to be striping the whole blanket. The rest of the blanket is going to be striped with burgundy. And that's it. So let me sew this together and I'll show you this. And I'm sure I'll be doing the rest of it on a part 3. So let me get these put together so we can close part 2 out. All right, millionaires. I want to make this, I think I'm going to make this a 4-patch. I want to get as much out of this as I can. Because if I try to make this a half square triangle, then I'm going to have 2 squares. I want more than 2 out of this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, let me pin it so it don't move.
Can I say hi?
Well, you gotta have a shirt on. I don't know, I ain't got a feet where you can even see me. Can you see me, millionaires? The boy want to say hey. The boy wants to say hi. So I'm going in the middle. Okay. That'll be the middle of the thing right here. So I'm going to go on the other side.
Now can I say hi?
Look in the camera and see if you can see me. If you can see me, then you'll be able to see yourself. Look in the camera.
I can't see y'all.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'm be able to go. That's how they get hype. Hype. Okay, let's mark this down the middle. Hoping we down the middle as we can be. Now, I got it pinned. We're going to sew on each side of that line. Okay? A real, like 1/4 inch on each side of this line. Let me pin it one more time. Make sure nothing moves. Because this doggone slippery polyester satin. I want to act right. Alright, let's get this sewn on both sides really quickly. Now, let's hope I did that measurement good. Cut that line. And I know that this is going to be way smaller than the 17-inch squares. This is going to go on the end somewhere with those half triangles. Just as a fill-in, just something else. Okay, now. There we go. And they're cute. That's not it. All right, now I want to cut the middle of this. I'm going to cut the middle of this one. I'm going to cut down the middle of both of them, and then we're going to see what we can do after that. Okay, this time I'm going to fold it to get to my middle. I should have ironed it. Iron yours if you want to. I'm not going to iron it right now. I'm going to cut down the middle. So let me get this squared up best I can. Fold it best I can anyway. Try to get a little mark here. Let me put a little clip. Little clip here. Because that's why I want to cut. Little clip here. All right, okay, here we go. Cut.
My phone on cheese.
Go charge it.
Hmm?
Go put it on charger.
I'm waiting until it dies.
All right, now, bam, sew it, and you have a 4-patch. Just like we started the disappearing 4-patch. And we'll have 2 4-patches. I'm going to iron before I do this, but this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to sew right across. And boom, we'll have us another 4-patch. Let me get this ironed up, sewn across, both of them, and I'll be back. All right, and there we are. 2 4-patch squares. The same ones we started with when we started the disappearing 4-patch. But we did it in a different way and still got the same result. So I've shown you 2 ways to do 4 patches. So don't forget, 4 patch that way where you sew down the middle, cut that through the middle, twist it, sew it together, and you got a 4 patch. Okay, so now since I got the little doodles for the side done, I'm gonna go and start connecting those middle squares. I haven't started connecting them yet. I'm gonna start connecting right now, and I shall return. All right, here we go. Now, the middle is completely sewn. Completely sewn. Now, y'all, how? And I did all my squares the same. How is that middle square that size? It almost looked like a rectangle when I did them all the same doggone size. Can you believe that? Anyway, so this is how my little extra pieces are going to be put in. And in between those extra pieces will be a burgundy strip. 1, 2, 3, 4, just a solid burgundy strip. And then I'm going to strip the whole blanket with burgundy. That's it. One big burgundy strip, whatever I need for this to be 90 by 100. Yes, 90 by 100. So whatever I need to get to those inches will be in burgundy once I fill this out. Okay. So let me cut those right quick. Get that sewn on so we can see where we are. The total middle piece will be done. We'll be able to connect the back because it's a full sheet. Boop, 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 boop. I'll be right back. And there is the center of my quilt. So I ended up doing, there is the rectangle triangle right here, but I had to put another little piece right here to, I didn't have enough. So I have my center block. There is my 4 patch, another center block. Here is my triangle rectangle plus another piece. And I did burgundy on this end. And on that end down there, my 2 pieces are blue. So I thought that was cute. And let's see anything else. So that's it. Now, this came out to be 48 in width, 63 in length. I want width 90, and I want my length to be 100, between 100 and 108. Whatever I can get to first, I'm going to get. And it's all going to be burgundy. The burgundy material, because of course I'm out of blue. I have, very little scraps of blue. So everything else will be in burgundy. And that'll make it easy because, what do I need? About 40 in length. I need about 40 in width. So what? 20 inches on each side. 20 inches, 20 inches, 20 inches, 20 inches in width. And I'm done. And when I flip the blanket, I'm thinking about doing a burgundy, like a block like this. One huge block like this. So you have orange in the center, and it will be the burgundy going around. This is on the back I'm talking about now. So it'll be the orange in the center. One big orange block, huge, almost the whole blanket. And then the edges, I'm going to frame it in the burgundy. That way, if you see burgundy from this side, it's still, you won't be seeing orange. Once I sew it and all that and it's completed, you won't see orange from this side. You may see burgundy, which will be fine. And you flip it over, all you're going to see is burgundy and orange. Beautiful. Beautiful. I already know it. And I'm going to tell y'all, this material right here, hold on. This satin polyester, it snags so easy and so bad. So what I'm scared of is when I finish this blanket and it's on my bed, it's going to be snagging. Oh, Lord, I hope not. I don't want to do all this work and then it starts snagging and I got to get rid of it. Anyway, too late now, right? I just don't sit on the bed. When the blanket on the bed, don't sit on that bed. Get off that bed. If you ain't finna go to sleep, and lay up under this bed. And make sure your toenails is filed. Because I don't need you tearing up the backside of the blanket. All right, millionaires. I appreciate you guys. We're going to do part 3. We will be doing the rest of the front of the blanket, which is simple. It's super simple. 20, 20, 20, 20. One huge strip, strip. And I'm done. Then we'll start on the back, which is one big square in the middle. Huge strip. Can't get no easier than that, man. So I will see you in part 3, okay? Appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when I'm here doing it like this. Peace. So, did you like, share, subscribe? Did you hit the bell to be notified?